Do, 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 do. Yeah. Whoa. That was a bad hole. Damn. Yeah.
Zach Brown Band at 94.1 KFKF, Kansas City's best country variety. Still to come, I'll preview the draft and our involvement in it, including the free lady.
Ain't nobody buying Bud Light now.
This is my country station. Hell yeah, it's the city's best country.
What up, Tony? Morning. We're back at it again. I'm actually on my way to do some painting. Well, some prep work. Do some plasticking, some windows. What do you got going on today? Hey. I don't know if I'll drop some live shit today, but I'll probably try to record a little bit of what's going on. Kind of revert back to my old ways. When in doubt, use your trade. Oh, I didn't see what you said. I'll have to check it in a minute.
Why did I just do that? I said, I'm sorry. I apologize for that statement. I don't know why.
Just figured we'd enjoy some tunes and enjoy the ride. Look at this awesome bridge coming up here. I love this old bridge. We're going over the train tracks now. But this old bridge up here is cool as shit. By my Verizon stuff, I used to work for phone company. Nothing but scam. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I appreciate you stopping by. They are a scam. All the big tech companies, all the communication companies. And, I can say that now after working for all of the major ones. Look at this old bridge. Man, that thing has been there for a while. But yeah, they're all a scam. They're all about that money. All of them. Really, all of them. A bunch of crooked crooks. And now they're trying to indoctrinate everybody, even the young minds of the country. I mean, I'm over 40, so to me, I remember a time that just not that long ago, and where the entire world was different. And, a handshake and your word was your bond, That's why I'm painting. It's fair pay for work, The guy probably won't keep me busy full time. I just took another job, actually, working for the man. I thought I was going to be spray painting missiles casings, but it's like and hopefully I will, but I went up there for an interview. It was mainly spraying like these cases these brackets, they're like 3 foot by 4 foot brackets that hold the missiles. It'll be in a spray booth and it'll be kind of shitty, but it's in the small town that I live in. Cutting costs on transportation. This whole having to have more and do more and like constantly, even one up yourself, for the kids. Just it's the whole concept of trying to give our kids a better life. Our parents and grandparents tried to give us a better life, and by doing so, we've given the younger generation, including ourselves, a little bit of a entitlement to. Our generation was customer service and quality craftsmanship. The tail end of, now we're entitled to basically feel like just money. We're entitled money and we don't have to do anything for it. We've made leaps and bounds with technology. And so part of me feels like, why do we have to work so fucking much? Just to try to, compete to constantly fucking have more and do more. I mean, and then from the inside perspective, as an employee, as a technician, you see all firsthand, and then, you're trained on, the whole corporate shit, man. It never was for me. And so for most of my life, I didn't really play the game, but I did at some point. My son graduated and I didn't know the first thing to tell him about how to buy a house or any of that shit. I had legal problems as a guy with fucking family court and child support and shit like that for ages. And it's just a fucking rat race, and becomes to where all of a sudden, and it's gradual, but you notice these little things over time, like nobody answering the fucking phone, stores closing down, rebranding, and they think that everybody is so dumb and so addicted to new all the time that they won't know that they've rebranded. It's different to have different management, but it's, and to take over and actually have a goal in mind of cleaning house and, doing right. But they've just, in my opinion, been looking for their equal opportunity to screw people and get people on lifetime commitments, for payments. Just how much money can we continuously get out of people, and how can we, oh, we're reconnected. We're out kind of in the sticks. This is a lot further than I thought. It was about an hour drive for me. But, I don't even care just to not deal with the bullshit. I just want to work. Most people just want to work, But I've gotten sucked into this whole process of much sooner than you're getting out of diapers, then you just constantly new clothes, new shoes, new presents. There's a fucking something I need to celebrate all this shit, and everything moves so fast that nobody slows down till we're born with everything that we need to survive and be happy in our genealogy, in our biology, and we have overcomplicated life to the extent that we're constantly chasing and living someone else's dream. My dream is just to have a happy life with my family and for my kids and grandkids to be happy, not to be so competitive that everybody fucking hates each other and is actually causing division between everybody, instead of everybody figuring out how we can all be in this together and all win together. We're all so entitled to our money and our expansion and growth and all this, and everybody wonders why it's ended up becoming such a shit show with policies, public policy, politics, just fucking everything. So that's why I'm going to paint, and I don't know what else to do. I tried being innovative and a pioneer in technology. I've got to teach a drone class this evening, but I don't want to live somebody else's dream. I guess ultimately, to be happy, it's really difficult to start and run and operate your own business unless you're, I don't know, you just excel. I've never been real good with paperwork. Uh, I'm good with policy and shit like that, but I certainly wouldn't want to draft it or be responsible for writing it or any of that shit. So, but I should be getting up here pretty soon to the job. Might get a chance to see what the house looks like. But that's what I was saying. That DEI or whatever, diversity, equity, inclusion training at Comcast is what did me in. The week I closed on my house, I got fucking terminated, and I just couldn't have been more devastated. And it really made me really fucking cringe at big tech and at the company that I worked for in a time when I really needed that security the most. I was just completely shit on, and they're like, "Yeah, no explanation, just terminated." So, and most of those places are like that. If you give them wind that you're thinking of, putting in a 2 weeks or a 2-day notice, any kind of notice, they're more than likely just going to walk you out. My buddy's got some woodwork coming up. Yeah, that's what you were saying. I mean, and it is that time of year. We're hitting spring. I just tilled up my garden, and I got to renew my cultivator's license, and fucking, I'm just about to this job, so we're going to wrap this up. It's a beautiful day, though, today, and to be honest, I'd much rather prefer to be working outside, or at least some of the time. I really do enjoy working outside and not inside all day, especially pretty much 9 months out of the year. And really, I don't even mind the colder months as long as I'm just kind of, doing piecework here and there, not out there constantly, constant, because it just gets too fucking cold. But it is that time of year. I got that new pressure washer, and that's the thing. At least if you got a trade, you really, I mean, it's different. Communications is a trade. I hadn't really ever considered that. I will, man. Big Foss, I'll give you a shout later. It's different working a corporate type job versus, one of these types of jobs where I'm just doing a physical labor trade, but it's really more of an art and a craft. There's a lot of craftsmanship to it. So, but it doesn't have all the politics. And that's the thing, I guess, ultimately is the point. Companies get so big and their greed, grows them into this fucking monster that becomes almost an uncontrollable, yearn for power and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody likes contracts that suck. And that's half of my problem with my drone business is, I feel like I really need to have some overcomplicated fucking explanation of what the value is, and then basically all these fine print details. And I just don't like that. I just like doing the work. So I'm almost here, I think. So I'm going to end this so I can kind of pay better attention. We'll see y'all later. Don't forget, like and subscribe.